if you focus the Beatrix, you take her out, then you're going to really struggle. Yeah, you have a whole bunch of control. You have a whole bunch of, tanky guys, so to speak, that can just get in the way. But I think you're going to have a bit of a rough time. There's a lot of eggs in one basket, whereas in Echo, like, there are so many avenues of attack. They have different angles. They can outposition you. They do need to be very careful. And yes, they are squishy, so they do need to play a little bit, perfectly in the positioning game. But, if we're looking at lineups aside, which one do you think is just easier to play overall?
Personally, YOODO Red Giants draft is definitely easier to play because the draft that Echo is trying to play right now is very, very difficult and it requires high-level communication and high-level teamwork. And of course, I'm excited to see how they are going to be playing here because as of now, we are going to be jumping into the game. The first game here on the first day for the challenge finals here, the group stages. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Echo going up against YOODO Red Giants, and I'm extremely excited to see how this goes.
This is going to be an amazing game. It's going to be the start of exactly what we wanted to go into it. Of course, Echo Esports, YOODO Red Giants Esports, both, two teams that really have a lot to prove. We're going to see exactly how they play this one out. And again, YOODO Red Giants already have the red side. You talked about the advantages that they got. I think going into this one, laning is going to be super important for them.
Yeah, this is not something that YOODO Red Giants want in opening. They need to find a way to punish Ling. However, bottom side though,
Sanford is already about half life, and yeah, they're kind of skirmish a bit here. Nothing to really worry about, but okay, if you had to just pick a team that's like, hey, this one needs to do a much better job in the laning phase, which is that team? As I say that, immobile, Zach getting a little low. Pancake's gonna go in, he's gonna do a little bit of damage, he's gonna be stunned himself, and now Zyda's joined the fight. Pancake's gonna be on the run, go under tower, Zach is gonna cover that, and they should be fine.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful defense coming from Echo as well. Like right from the get-go, from the entire start as well, they knew exactly what YOODO Red Giants was trying to do. This is, I would say, the perfect starting pre-4 coming from Echo PH. Like they're getting so much pressure on the lane, they're able to stop this. Soon as I say this,
but Sanjay solo. Zach goes for the flicker play. He doesn't actually get the kill. Now Zach is going to be worried. He's going to be looking to be left for dead. But Zyda gets first blood, and that is not what you want to see. The Link picking up that first blood money.
Same time, YOODO Red Giants, they were able to sacrifice a player. They do trade the turtle instead. So a little bit of miscommunication, but it feels like Echo PH, they weren't expecting this place, but at the same time, Pancake, can you see the purple?
Pancake, oh, he'll easily take that one. Oh, Zyda somehow survives the Tempest of Blades, keeping him up. And he's going to be back, and they have the immobile. They're going to go for this one. Zyda, Pancake is continuing on. Pancake's going to be on the run. Yawi flickers. He's going to be fine for now.
Oh boy, that was so close. He could have gone a little bit sideways here, but Echo PH, they do secure the top side there, so that's a little bit of plus point for them. But now, finally, YOODO Red Giants getting the space they need. They are going to try and force a fight.
Oh, nice two-man knockout. Zach is getting low. Sanji's going to do that. The feathered airstrike, that's going to be connected. Flicker away to GoJets. He's going to get out, and they're going to let him. No, he's going to be killed. Sanford will take that one. So 3 early kills going the way of Echo.
Oh, mistakes. It's not over yet though, but it seems like YOODO Red Giants, they made a little bit small mistake. They thought for a fact that they were able to drop Zyda down very, very low, but that's the thing about Ling, right? You can rotate between lanes as quickly as you can if you have those purple buffs. In this case, they were able to utilize this, punish YOODO Red Giants for this overextension, and I would say a little bit of a miscalculation, and so far, they are playing in towards their strengths, and as of yet, Echo PH, they're trying to get this power bomb here, but they are going to scout a Pancake though.
Oh, the feathered airstrike right onto him. It's the perfect setup. You have your stuns. Pancake is going to be killed, and that's going to be 4 kills going the way of Echo. This net worth lead is at 1,500 at this stage.
Yeah, this is not going well coming from YOODO Red Giants because, things should not be going in this way, but Echo just predicted every textbook play that YOODO Red Giants coming, but now a ballsy attempt coming from Sekis though.
Oh, they've got the Fenrir, and it looks like they're going to go for more. They do have the Isekis. He's going to be slowed down. He's going to dash over the wall. They have the second side. The turtle's now been spawned, but Zach, the cult altar, that's going to be the first one. Zach is trying to flicker. He gets killed. Zyda will take that. The Tempest of Blades actually going to be a little off the mark. They have a nice 3-man stun. Sekis is going to be killed. Zyda's going to be killed in return, but now Gojas is on the run. He's being focused. No real way. He gets dashed. He does get killed in the end. Not able to get away. 7-1 going the way of Echo.
Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful play coming from Echo as well, because YOODO Red Giants, they overcommitted to stay a little bit too much. The good play was that they were able to force Zyda in that earlier fight with this purple buff, but because of how long this fight was drawn out, even though the retribution from Zyda was used, it was pretty much resetted, and then they actually got the kill, forced YOODO Red Giants back, got the kill onto its Sekis, and because of that, they were able to secure a turtle for themselves. So I would say it's a big W coming from Echo PH, knowing that, oh no, Zyda does not have retribution. Okay, what can we do? Let's force a fight, prolong it enough, buy enough time, and once I have the retribution, okay, I'm gonna secure the turtle for myself. So YOODO Red Giants just wasn't expecting Echo PH to hard commit in that situation.
Yeah, timing was great. I mean, understanding cooldowns, right? And when to take that fight, I think it was super important. Now, if you're YOODO Red Giants, what are you doing to get yourself back in the game at this stage?
Ooh, that's a very difficult position here. In this case, maybe getting a kill onto Sanford would be a pretty good one as well, because as of yet, he's pretty much the brick wall for now, because top side though, Zeki's, they're gonna make a 10.
Zeki's going 1 versus 4. He was just trying to invade the enemy jungle, not able to do anything. But I mean, you've attracted a lot of attention. I seen that's pretty good work. But now Echo have been a picture perfect almost with
to scale away bit by bit against YOODO Red Giants.
It's a very, very confident, matchup, right? The fact that you're putting the Claude up there. But, I mean, he's kind of left alone. He's basically isolating things. I mean, this is going to be pretty huge in terms of the turtle. And it looks like Bennett's Rage is going to be a little off the mark. Sanford doesn't do any of this. They have the vision of the turtle getting very low. Who's going to go for this one? Sekis will secure that one. That's a good win for them. They do have the nice little knockup. Kojas is going to be knocked up in a nice 4-man stun. Sanford continuing on. The penalty zone was just on point. The feathered airstrike is going to be raining on top of them. Super Red is going to be killed, and now YOODO Red Giants on the run. You've got nothing left. All you have is Sekis and Pancake, now just trying to get to safety.
Oh boy, Sekis, he's just stuck right now, and Sanford getting the kill coming from Echo PH. Beautifully done. YOODO Red Giants, they were a little bit desperate for the turtle, but there's just no turning back in this scenario. Echo PH just catching them with their hands, and in this case, not having those major ultimates and not dishing out those damage is gonna hurt them so much. However, they find Sanji.
They find him, but he does get away. The feathered airstrike just actually zones them away. And they thought, I mean, they had the numbers, and they're not going to go 4 versus 2. And they're going to realize that, hey, we got to play this a little bit safer. We're going to slow things down.
Yeah, in this case, Echo PH, they're just getting what their win condition needs. And in this case, getting farm on the spot. And Outplay right now is getting a little bit too scary. He's level 10. He's got major damage out of the power spikes as well, and that's something that YOODO Red Giants may be a little bit losing out. But no, the purple buff stolen coming in from Zyda, and YOODO Red Giants is in a very, very tough spot right now.
The worst part about that was that YOODO Red Giants had numbers. There were 4 of them, and they were all kind of waiting in the bush, and it seems like they're almost playing scared, which is very worrying at this stage. You don't want to give Echo that advantage. I understand you don't want to take a bad team fight, but sometimes you need to understand where, hey, the numbers are actually in my favor. We need to defend our purple buff. We got to make sure that Zyda doesn't take everything from us.
Am I seeing this right? Is that a lightning trunking on the Claude?
Oh, I didn't see it in time.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but at the same time, if Outplay actually played that, that's pretty much next level. I've never seen a lightning trunking being played from a Claude, but yeah, as of now, Echo, they are gonna try and test the waters here, try and threaten a fight against YOODO Red Giants. And currently, this is not a great time for YOODO Red Giants, because if you pay attention to Sekis' level, it's level 10 as compared to Zydo's level 13. So the retribution battle is going to be heavily favored onto its Echo, and it's not a great time for YOODO Red Giants to even contest this at all, if you think about it.
Yeah, but the feathered airstrike, that was used very, very early. I think a little premature for my taste, but it looks like they've got him. Sanford is getting a little bit low. He's going to kind of spot them out. YOODO Red Giants are making a beeline for the Lord, realizing that they need to go. Nice knockup. Outplay is going to be killed. That's a huge win for them. Well, now the Tempest of Blade slices and dices, kill Super Red. That's a lot of the damage, but you have the control. Pancake is going to be...
This plays here, I feel like giving them a chance. I feel like YOODO Red Giants right now, they need to find a way to enable I would say enables that he's the play.
There we go. That's gonna be used. Pancake, he's gonna get a little bit low. The feathered airstrike, but Sanji's already been killed. Pancake's gonna be killed in return. The Tempest of Blade, that's gonna do some work. Zac is gonna be killed in that one. Sanford getting a little bit low. Gochus is down for the count. Zyda doing some work, but he's gonna fall. And Super Red did survive, at least for the time. He's doing some damage. He's on the run, but now everybody's drawing a beat on him. They want to make sure that they kill him, and Sanford will take your triple kill. He has the most damage in the game, and now 10 kills to his name.
Oh boy, GG, well played, man. Like, just like that, now Outplay gonna be securing the Lord all by himself. They don't really have Zyda for this, but YOODO Red Giants, they can't really do too much. Zac QT, the only one left, but with this, they are gonna try to prolong this fight. Sanford, oh no, the tower is not even aggro on Sanford. Feels bad for YOODO Red Giants, man.
Yeah, feels bad, but it was one of those things where, you know, Echo were taking the Lord. They were actually doing a little bit of, you know, chip damage on that T3 mid. They were doing as much work as they could possibly do. You talked about how maybe they should slow things down or whatever, and it's like Echo is like, no. We just got our foot down on the gas pedal. We're just trying to end this game as quickly as possible, and you can see it.
8K network lead with the Lord knocking in. Echo PH, they're just not taking any unnecessary risks. As you can see, they're just playing this very slow, soft poking, securing the outer turret before taking it as well. YOODO Red Giants, they need to force play, but seems like Echo PH is just not giving it to them at all. Look at this, they're just not overcommitting. They're syncing up the lanes, they just want to take turrets bit by bit.
Yeah, you can play it safe. I mean, you have a level net worth lead. You have, I mean, everything is going your way, right? And this is one of those things, as I say that Gochus is going in for this one. Sanford, that is, he's just trying to get to safety. He gets back out. He somehow survives most of that. The Appraiser's Wrath, a little off the mark. Seki's going to back off. But the Feathered Airstrike right on top, and he slams it down, kills him, and it looks like they're going to get something out of that, which is, of course, just Seki's life.
That was a clutch play coming from YRG. Like, if the hard guard wasn't on time, I'm pretty sure Sanford would have died, but it's not over yet. Look at this, Outplay zoning them out, and Gochus as well gets a nice take onto Zyda, and that might be the comeback that YOODO Red Giants actually needs to stay alive right now.
Okay, it's just one kill, right? You know, Zyda, if anything, has been playing a little bit over-aggressive in the sense that if they've almost played a flawless game. 8 kills to YOODO's name, and 4 of them have gone the way to Zyda, right? So if anything, you know, Zyda's been like, okay, I can play this one. I'm going to be as aggressive as possible, give my team some space. And Echo Esports, yeah, you play a little aggressively, but we just know when to back off.
At the same time here, with the turret also being zoned off, YOODO Red Giants, they finally get the zoom that they need. However, the bigger question here is, can they replicate that play? Because Gochus now going to be making an attempt.
Oh, Sanford going very deep. That was actually very deep, but he somehow survives. Does a lot of AoE damage, but they're going to back off here. Sanji's going to kind of, you know, skirmish a bit, but, you know, again, they're going to back off at the right time.
Oh boy, like the amount of layers that YOODO Red Giants needs to go through to figure out what actually works. They finally found that secret sauce, and that's going to be Gochus catching the right target with those final flashes. And Echo PH, they need to realize that if they are caught out in a very awkward position, it is going to be fairly disastrous for them. However, YOODO Red Giants, they messed up I would say, the skills a little bit, you know, allowing Sanford to kind of use his ultimate to get out, but pay attention to his kills. This Terizla is 10-0-10, and technically this is supposed to be a tank XP laner, and for him to get 10-0-10 shows that there is a reason why Terizla is in the current meta. It's just really good, especially with the recent emblem changes.
Okay, you talk about the 10-0-10, but Yawi, 0018, as a fellow roamer myself, let's give a little shout out to where Yawi's playing well as well. The fact that he hasn't died speaks volumes about this team and the way that they're doing. They're 24-8, and they have this 5K net worth lead. They have firm control. As I say, that the Lord now is going to be focused on, but it's only 2 members from Echo.
Yeah, when it comes to getting Rave Smites as well, as long as your skills are hitting people, you are going to be able to get some sort of HP back in return. In this case, Sanford and Outplay going for that means that it is going to be very difficult to actually take them down. So I would say having those Dominance Eyes and Necklace Endurance will help to a certain degree, but to what avail? But as of now, Conceal plays coming for YOODO Red Giants. They want to try and punish Sanji, and they do try and make an attempt. Unfortunately, it misses the timing, and now Pancake needs to run for his life, and he's going to be good. However, the Lord commits right here as well. They need to try and commit to this as well. Who gets it? And it's going to be Zyda that actually gets it once again. And now YOODO Red Giants, they need to back off. Seki's with the appraisal draft, not getting the finish at all, and now they are in a little bit of an awkward spot here. They try to kill him, outplay, but they just can't kill him at all, and now Echo will go in for an all-out brawl. Go just trades one, but now Super Red for a kill. He's gonna try and kill Sanford, but does buy enough time, and Super Red won't be picked off, and that's gonna be a triple kill for Sanji for Echo PH.
Yeah, I mean, that's looking to be all she wrote, at least for game one. I mean, the minions are here. The Lord is going to be crashing. That was actually the perfect fight that you wanted to Echo to kind of slow things down, or to finish the game, so to speak. But the Tempest of Blades slices and dices. Zac, no real chance, and it's going to be completely wiped out. GG, game one goes the way of Echo. Does it in 19 minutes. Does it in perfect outplay. Definitely a more difficult lineup than they had one last game. But Echo Esports, now, okay, you've got the Kaja, you've got the Divine Judgment.
At the same time, I like YOODO Red Giants' composition from the drafts itself, but after seeing the battle spells coming from Echo PH with double purifies on Sanford and Sanji, they're just like, it feels like their only target right now to get off farm is going to be like setting up for the perfect way of the dragon onto a Zyda. And that is if you even get a kick off Zyda in the best angle possible.
Yeah, everything, like your stars need to align. You got to ensure you get that perfect engagement, and they have the potential to do it, right? If YOODO Red Giants does it, I mean, they're going to win that team fight. But as I say that, Sanji takes a little bit of damage here. Yaoi's going to back off as well, and this is what you want. You want to kind of force the issue. Again, it's 50-50 to start this off. It's very, very early, but Sanford here, all by himself, going up against Goji's and Seki's. You know, what do you think about this Uranus? There was a lot of talk about just the emblems, the heal, the support one was just too powerful on him. But as I say that, Sanford gets away. Oh, the flicker.
Oh, seems like it's not going to be over as well. YOODO Red Giants, they thought they had the damage, but Sanford is just so much better in this scenarios here. And that's the thing, Brave Smite, baby. Brave Smite changes the game. And if you pay attention to what happened here, they had the damage onto its YOODO Red Giant, but because of Brave Smite, I would say the first skill coming from Uranus was able to connect a tree, was able to sustain this, but at the same time, Turtle, secure from YOODO Red Giants, they made the space pretty clear for this play, and this is a big W from YOODO Red Giants.
Yeah, that's a huge one, right? You just got to start with the objectives. You got to start small, make sure you're there. As I say that, Yaoi's going to walk into this trap, and he gets terrified. No real chance. He's been suppressed. He's been pulled, but the flicker. Oh, and Yaoi will be just fine. Wow, that was close.
Wow, I definitely did not expect that as well. But the great stunts coming from Sanji to actually slow down the momentum burst coming from YOODO Giants. They just needed about 3 more auto attacks like to press him down. So I would say Sanji definitely saved his buddy right there. That was very, very precise stunts. But at the same time, YOODO Giants, they definitely have a little bit more room to work with now. Like, they're still needing those kills. Like, they're playing a little bit more aggressive to try and snowball against Zyda. But at the same time, they just need to get those kills. Because as of now, in terms of jungler versus jungler, if Zyda gets caught out with one of the KO punches coming from Seki's, he is going to get melted here. This is not a great jungle matchup for Zyda. So they need to play those macro aspect. But Sanford, woo! Boy.
Okay. That was not the greatest. Goji's actually, you know, he actually forced out the flicker as well. I mean, he forced everything trying to get that kill, and Sanford just knowing the limits, right? This Uranus is super annoying, back to full already. No real chance, just kind of farms.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. However,
Divine Judgment, that's going to be it, but the flicker back from Pancake keeps him alive. Oh, that was close too.
Yeah, it's all about a game of baits, and so far Echo PH is just baiting major spells here to find opportunity. And so far Echo, they're just understanding what needs to be done. But what's curious is that YOODO Red Giants, they're sick and tired of this. We are going to try and trade a middle court plate, so they are able to find things here and there. But Seki's, he misses the combo! He might be in a little bit of trouble. He will get out of safety. Zyda is going to be showing a little bit more force, but once again, not getting the right kills here. But the turtle is going to be up for grabs right now. But looks like YOODO Red Giants, they just can't commit. They don't have those retributions yet available on him.
That was crazy. The fact that, like, he just barely got away. It just, like, a little miscalculation, right? Like, you go in for this one, you're burning the farm, so to speak, trying to get everything. But, like, I don't know if Echo is just incredibly lucky or they're playing things to the T in the sense of understanding when to disengage. But here we go, the Divine Judgment that was stolen. They actually end up getting a little bit of a skirt because Andy's going to go down. That's going to be first blood, but Zyda's been killed, and that's going to be a pretty big win. That's 2 kills going the way of YOODO Red Giants to start things off.
Huge plays coming from YOODO Red Giants as well. Like, this is much better here. They've got more tools to work with here. The Valentina is able to take advantage of the Divine Judgment, the choke catch as well. There's only so much you can do with 2 Purifies. In this case, YOODO Red Giants finally finds that opportunity. However, coming in from Echo, they need to find a way to allow Zyda to scale into his level 15. And so far, it is very difficult now, considering that he's died once, and this time not even having the purple buff in his favor. So this next few minutes gives so much room for YOODO Red Giants to kind of punish and extend their lead right now.
Yeah, and this game just feels very different. I mean, YOODO Red Giants already up to a 2K net worth lead. This is what you wanted to have done. You wanted to force the issue. You've gotten, what, the 2 turtles, you've gotten the T1 mid, which is actually a huge objective. I mean, this is exactly how you want to play this one. You want to ensure that Zyda has a rough game. He's already been killed once already. And this is, again, they're doing things differently. They're forcing the issue. But it looks like there's going to be a concealed play going top.
Oh, Pancake going for the kick. You find him as well, and that's gonna be outplayed. But it's outplay.
Okay.
Tried to get a little bit cheeky. However, he forces Sanji to get a little bit of trade damage. However, that is still a pretty flashy play coming from outplay, but YOODO Red Giants still gets the kill.
Oh, just barely getting it. It was one of those things where, oh my god, did they mess up? But they did get it in the end. Outplay did get killed. And again, just very different game by YOODO Red Giants, understanding how to play this one.
Yeah, it's scary. It's really scary. But Yawi, he's thinking about it. But as of now, Sanji is in a very awkward position because so far having Purifies is great to disengage coming from Echo PH. But when it comes to re-engaging, if you are in the wrong position, it is going to be hard considering how mobile YOODO Red Giants is. So it is going to be a game of rock, paper, scissors. Whoever messes up the first move is pretty much going to lose the entire team fight. However, first move coming in down mid.
Down mid, Pancake, he's gonna look to go for this one. He goes, and he's gonna be getting, Sekis is gonna be killed. Nice feathered airstrike. That's gonna start things off. Sanford looking to just kind of zone things out. The turtle's gonna be there. They're all gonna stay in the brush. What is the play? Go just goes for this one. The double dash. He tries to get it. Sanji gets blown up. Super Red will secure that one. He gets a double kill onto Yawi, and they're looking to actually get the turtle as well, but Zyda will actually steal that one away. Zach is continuing to fight. Zyda still on point. He's looking to go. Gojas has been killed. Now they've got Sanford, who's just basically attracting the attention of 3 members of YOODO Red Giants.
Oh no, Sanford, he might actually get a kill here because as of now, YOODO Red Giants, they can't really do too much about him. And Sanford, look at him. He's just showing so much confidence. And Echo PH now has to play from behind here. But okay, hold up. Let's bring it a little bit more back here to how things is going over here. Because right now, YOODO Red Giants, they have the tools to punish Zyda in the game. And based on the economy lead right now, it might actually happen. Oh my goodness. As soon as they say it, they find the opportunity. And Pancake, what was that?
That was not good. That was not good. Zach actually saw the white van, saw the candy that was being offered, and he's like, I'll take that one. And it looks like Yawi just gobbled him up with the Divine Judgment, pulled him into the van, and they took him out. That was a very good win by Echo. Now it looks like they're back in this one, but again, objective. Very focused in that sense. And if you're seeing what Super Red's doing, he's providing a lot of space.
Oh boy, that should not have gone where they wanted to be. But at the same time, Echo PH, they do trade the tier 2 up top, so that's a little bit more economy lead, and they're slowly getting to where they need to actually make a comeback. The next power spike here is going to be on Zyda, and look at this! He still has a total buff, and Zyda has finally got himself out into his weak spot right now, and that is ignoring the fight against Sekis, because Sekis is pretty much the only one that can threaten him right now in all these engagements, and alongside with Pancake, of course. But right now, YOODO Red Giants, they need to make a play. Do they make it though?
Oh, they're gonna go. They got Divine Judgment right onto Sekis, who has the shield. He's gonna be fine. He barely limps away. But now Yawi, here we go. This is going to start things off. They do have the Ring of Order just kind of zoning. The Lord is going to be started by Sanford. And mind you, Sekis is not in the play. He's going to be dealing with the top lane. So this is going to be very precarious here.
Yeah, and now with the Lord Dance coming in, concealed play as well. But Pancake, okay, Pancake getting a bit spicy. He really wants to punish Zaida, and currently Echo is just baiting them out. They're just buying time, and as of that, YOODO Red Giants, they definitely need to find a way to stop Zaida from getting the Lord hit, and this is a difficult dance, and it seems like it is gonna be a stalemate, I guess. Like, it's just not worth it to fight right now for YOODO Red Giants. Whereas Echo, this is playing really well in their favor, based on how they're holding the Lord right now.
You're right, but it's one of those things where Zaida, where is he? Oh, the YOODO Red Giants, they're going for the flank. They get the stun on the Pancake to start things off. The load is about half. Zaida's going to make an appearance again, but they've decided to kind of rotate their way there. They do need to be careful about the lanes, though.
Yeah, they definitely do, but as of now, YOODO Red Giants, they are in a tough predicament. They need to find a catch, and Yaoi is gonna get
all
caught
the way
off.
in the dragon. They kick back Yaoi, they go for him, and it looks like he's gonna back off. They do have to conceal. Yaoi goes right back in and pulls him back. They have the feathered airstrike. Now Go just gets a little bit low. That was super close. The feathered airstrike did some work, but now YOODO Red Giants a little bit hurt right now. Do Echo Esports force the Lord?
Oh boy, they should. They technically should try, but at the same time, it's still hard because ZachQT, he's shown himself he's got the Divine Judgment, but he doesn't have the HP. Sanford, once again, gonna be in a stalemate here. It seems like Echo PH's strategy is still the right play. Buy enough time for Zaida to hit those 15. He just got his level 15, and they're trying to chip away at the macro aspect and outplay is only level 12. So I would say it is still all within Echo PH's win condition. Whereas YOODO Red Giants, they will slowly scale off, especially coming from Sekis and also Gojaz. So they need to find a way to allow a good team fight in their favor. And Echo is just holding them down by the throat and say like, you know what, come and fight me in this awkward position. If you do, we are gonna win this. And YOODO Red Giants, they do make the attempt now.
Divine Judgment, they found Sanford. That's one way to do it. You got 5-on-1, no real chance. Now they've got Conceal. Yaoi looking to get his own Divine Judgment, pulls him back. They have the nice two-man stun. The Ring of Order doing some work. The Tempest of Blades is gonna be used as well. Sanji's got the Feather Airstrike, providing a little cover support, but now they're going to back off. They did get Goges. That's going to be one for two, that is. And it looks like Echo Esports, they're going to have a tough situation here.
Oh, first mistake coming in, but now here comes the Retro Battle. Does he get his Zekis? Secures it in the last moment here. A little bit preemptive measure coming from Zaida, but Zaida did not have his Retribution. So it was a little bit of a threatened moment coming from YOODO Red Giants, but of course, this is a good sign coming from YOODO Red Giants. They finally brought in something unorthodox, and it is working out in their favor. This Keto and as well this Derov is starting to put a dent towards what Echo PH is looking to do. Sustains and poking is not going to work out. However, can they continue with this lead? Because YOODO Red Giants finally showing that they are a force to be reckoned with in game number 2. However, Zaida force a recall back, and the Lord is still be knocking the crystal right now. YOODO Red Giants, do they commit? But it seems like they're not. They're just backing off. They're respecting the power of what Echo PH is doing right now.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit safer right here. It's one of those things, okay, yeah, they're not going to go for that. But for that Lord play, I felt like if YOODO Red Giants don't get the Lord there, I feel like it's so demoralizing. Like, I don't mean to say that the game would have been over, but it would have been a very difficult situation, especially since YOODO Red Giants have played so well this game thus far. They've given themselves a lead, but had they not won that one, though, that could have been a very, very difficult situation to come back from.
Yeah, definitely. But as of now, they're doing pretty well. In terms of burst potential, YOODO Red Giants has the bigger AoE to just one-shot people. Whereas Echo PH, they need to rely on this Divine Judgment Feathered Airstrike combo. And so far, Sanji, even though he's got the Purify, but if he gets bursted down and focused down, it is going to be very, very difficult considering that Gojaz can threaten it here. And time again, Gojaz has been setting up those perfect Abysm strikes alongside with his Flicker combo to kind of set up this debuff to enable what Super Red needs to be done, and in an awkward situation right now.
Definitely awkward. I mean, that net worth lead is starting to get a little bit, you know, a little bit bigger. I mean, it's 3.7 at this point. They still have that chance. But now YOODO Red Giants feel like they're strong enough to actually invade the enemy jungle. And Echo Esports are on the somewhat defensive side, which is not where they want to be. They're not exactly familiar with that. But if we're looking at towers alone, Echo Esports really need to figure out a way to get into those T1s. Yeah, the top is kind of wide open, but it's a situation where if we win a big team fight, we just want to push down mid. And the fact that they haven't got the T1 means that they've got a lot of hurdles to overcome.
Yeah, YOODO Red Giants, their composition is designed to play 5v5, and Echo PH, however, they have the macro aspect. So by separating the right targets coming from YOODO Red Giants, Echo PH will be able to find a crack. And currently, they're just holding the Lord hostage once again by using Sanford in front lines. And again, YOODO Red Giants, they are in this exact same spot. How do they tackle this? And the Lord cannot go past that corner, because if it does, YOODO Red Giants is going to have a very, very long time. And Echo PH will just hold out long enough for Outplay to hit those level 15 marks. And I think about 4 more minutes, if Echo PH is able to get those items up, this is where YOODO Red Giants will have a lot of struggle to close out this game.
All right, one thing to take note of, though, is that YOODO Red Giants are like kind of staying around, but they're not really farming. Echo Esports, on the other hand, have kind of, they've kind of locked down the lore. They've had that dance in the waltz, or so to speak, but Zyda has been farming on the back end, right? Their win condition kind of revolves around him, making sure that he does get that farm. So they're kind of playing for the late game, right? Yes, we might slow it down. We might not get the Lord at this point, but we're ensuring that we get farm. YOODO Red Giants are looking for that perfect engagement.
Yeah, in this case, this might be it as well, because Echo PH, they're just dodging the way through. They need YOODO Red Giants to be isolated to pick a fight, and that's something that YOODO Red Giants cannot afford to do. They're strong as 5, and once they separate, this is where the cookie crumbles. In this case, Echo PH, they're playing the macro aspect to try and
conceal.
punish this, but here comes the play!
They've got the Divine Judgment, they've got him, and the Feathered Airstrike. Sekis is going to be blown up, Outplayed is going to be killed in return, but Super Red is turning it on. He's got 2 kills already, and Sanji now is being focused down by Goges, but he's stuck on the enemy team. 1 versus 3, I don't know if that's where you want to be. Sanji gets killed, Goges is continuing to go ham. Sanford is getting low, they do have it, and Super Red gets another kill, and that is the opening that YOODO Red Giants have, and now they're focusing the attention on this T3.
This is the perfect game coming in from YOODO Red Giants, but Echo PH definitely in a very, very difficult spot, because, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into a Karina jungle. So that is going to be the XP Fredrin coming from Echo PH. I like this, you know, like previously Divine Judgment set up for Farsa, not really did enough damage, but with the Karina, pretty much secures the kill. With the Kagura as well, pretty much secures the kill. I think Echo PH is still adapting from game number 2. They were afraid of the choke kicks. The Purify kind of limited their mobility a little bit here, but with the Kagura, you have this in-game build Purify. So I guess this is gonna be the adaptation of Echo PH. But YOODO, what they're gonna go are that it is again for Gojes. So they are sticking to the comfort here. Adaptations will be made, but this draft, I feel like YOODO Red Giants definitely has a little bit of an easier composition to play, but when it comes to execution, Echo PH's composition isn't too bad if you think about it.
Actually, I kind of like both of them. As weird as to say, they're both very balanced. They both have options. It's really going to come down to that team fight, that first initiation, right? Like that map control, and that, you know, finding the right angle of attack, right? Because if the Cho gets on you, you're gonna have a rough time. Is it gonna be the Yaoi on the Kaja? Is it gonna be with the Divine Judgment pull? Like, how those fights are gonna start is gonna just dictate how almost like this game will go.
Whew, this is gonna be a very, very important match coming from both teams now. Whoever wins this series will have that upwards momentum going into the next one here, especially in these group stages here, where the top 3 team will advance into the main event. And that's something that I don't think either of these teams wants to be in this position if they lose this series, considering how far both teams has adapted here. So I want to see how things go. Like Echo PH, they have a very unique draft. They have a very unique one indeed. But if they do not snowball with this Karina, things are going to go south real quick here. Whereas YOODO Red Giants, they have so much macro aspect, and I like it. I love both sides' composition.
All right, it's gonna be game 3. Let's go into the highlights, kind of break down some of these ones. But like, look at Goges, barely away, and he somehow gets the outplay onto Sanford. That was actually very well played. And you know, Echo Esports just on point, just basically controlling it. This is the Zaida show.
Yeah, definitely, Hero. And pay attention to this fight as well. Look at how Zaida's HP is. He never drops a single health every single time he makes an attempt. And there's just nothing much he can do. And even when he drops, it's because his Shadow Dance is pretty much on cooldown. And especially when now having the Twin Blades kind of the new item here for Magic here, it just kind of makes Karina even stronger because it becomes like a 2-in-1 mechanic from back in the days having the Calamated Reaper and I think it was the Feather as well. Sorry, the Twin Blades to a certain degree. So I feel like right now Karina is in a very sweet spot where you can abuse the new item even harder compared to the previous Karina build.
Yeah, no real chance. I mean, look at this. Seki's just like, I can't defend one.